Okay, guys, welcome to my channel. Thanks for joining me. I'm gonna hop right in because this is a very short video. Okay, so I don't know how long this voiceover gonna be. Okay, this is what I'm making this morning is going to be Southern biscuits and gravy. So it's not necessarily Southern, but it is biscuits and gravy. And since I live in the South, I'm gonna call it Southern. Okay. So what you see me doing right now is basically just preparing the ground Italian meat. So what's in my pot right now is sweet ground Italian meat, okay? You can use the savory one with the seeds, but because my husband doesn't like the savory one with the seeds, I use the sweet one on my biscuits and gravy. I use the one with the seeds more for like my lasagna and pasta and stuff. You know, where you can't really taste the seeds like that. But okay, so first things first. I'm making this in a cast iron skillet. Okay, so if y'all ain't got a cast iron skillet, it's okay, but a cast iron skillet is best because it make it taste a little better. Okay, so what you see right now is me about to put 2 tablespoons of flour in there. You can really just do one depending on how much meat you use. I only used about a quarter of the ground pack meat. If you ever seen the ground pack meat, it come about a pound. I only used a quarter of that because only the 2 of us are eating. The boys don't necessarily wake up as early as I made breakfast today, so he gets off work overnight. So I'm making breakfast real early, just biscuits and gravy, something easy from scratch, quick. So you want to throw about a tablespoon or 2 of flour in there, depending on how much meat you're using, and you want to let that cook with the meat. So as you see me stirring the flour into the meat, okay, because you want to let it cook with the meat. You don't want the meat to have that sticky flour taste. Okay, and speaking of sticky flour taste and tasting at all, ground Italian meat, as y'all know, it can be salty. Okay, the sweet one may have a little salt to it, but not too much. You can season this up how you want to. At the end, you're going to see me season mine with Worcestershire sauce. Actually, I think I cut that part out. I'm crazy. Okay, so I seasoned this with Worcestershire sauce, y'all, or W sauce. I don't know how to say it. W sauce, I call it that W sauce. And then I seasoned it with black pepper. Okay, because I don't like my stuff too salty, y'all. Know I'm already dealing with high blood pressure. We don't need all that. Okay, so I got mine seasoned up with Worcestershire sauce. I did that before I cut the camera on. And then you see me here putting in a little bit of milk. Okay, so I ain't do no measurements on the milk. All right, I've been cooking a long time, so I eyeball that mess. All right, but you could probably put like a half a cup of milk, if that. If you're doing a little more than half the pack, do a cup of milk. If you're doing a little less than half a pack, do half a cup of milk. And then you can add milk as you go. But you know what I always say, less is more. Add a little first and then add more as you go. Because you can't take away, but you can always add. So you see me adding the milk in and stirring it up. Now, what's going to happen here is, and what's going to make the gravy is the flour and the milk mixed together. What you're gonna do is you're gonna let that milk cook down over that meat and that flour. I know you see it bubbling up right there. That's that meat and that flour thickening up together. So you're gonna let that cook down. It's gonna probably cook down for about, it ain't gonna take that long depending on how high you got your heat. Don't have to heat that high because you don't want to burn the skillet. You don't want it to be too thick. You don't want to add more milk than you need. Okay? You want to let this cook down. It's gonna probably take about 10 minutes to thicken up. Under low to medium heat. But that's basically the whole process, okay, y'all? So at the end, y'all are going to see it simmering up real nice and thick. You see it thickening up right now, too, already. Okay, and at this point, you can really just start adding your seasoning in there. If you want salt, pepper, you like Cajun seasoning, you want it to have a little spice to it, throw whatever you want to in there. Season how you want. It's your meal. Season how you want. All I put was W sauce, black pepper, and I threw a little bit of salt up in there, okay? And it was real good. Now, I ain't making no homemade biscuits if y'all waited for me to pop out with some homemade biscuits. I put Pillsbury in the oven and we did it like that. But it was still good, okay? So this is basically the whole process. You can add as much milk to as thick as you want. Okay, so keep in mind, the more milk you add, the more of the recipe you're going to get. Okay, so you add more milk, you're going to have more biscuits and gravy mixture. Okay, so if you only want a little bit of mixture, you ain't trying to waste no food, don't add too much milk. But that's basically it. That's the whole process right there, y'all. Boom. Look at that. That look good right there. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. It's a real simple. If you got any questions, leave it in the comments or DM me. But I hope y'all enjoy this meal. It's quick, it's easy, and it's delicious. Have a good morning. Bye.